The moment you were born, God awakened that is so hard to read. The moment you were born, God awakened the purpose He put within you, and He is attentive to the purpose every day of your life. Just a little tidbit there to encourage you. It's the scripture of the day in this little slide reel. Oh, that's not the scripture. That's just an encouragement of the day. There was a scripture one on the next page. Read the book of Romans. I just wanted to. I'm just joking. I didn't read the whole book. I want to, and eventually will. It's actually a great idea just to go over the Bible Project version, and they have like a 2-part series for Romans, and so I just want to reflect on that briefly, not too long with this video because I gotta upload it, but 2 biggest things you'll notice while watching that. Baptism is a really big highlight right in the central part of it all, and death and resurrection, that sounds pretty central, and I like how they did that. And then also Priscilla, I think it was her name, Phoebe, not Priscilla. Priscilla and Aquila, that would be probably, but no, Phoebe is what I'm talking about. At the end of Romans chapter 16, I believe, and she is really a central figure in the Bible Project's depiction of her, which that's great. And it sounds like she presented the scripture or the writing of Paul, and I thought that was great. And then also the last part, he said at the beginning, some of the context was that this was actually some of his later writing, which was really interesting because as a typical Protestant, I would say, or Restorationist even, sometimes I think we get a little possibly cloudy with the writings of you might know some of the early church fathers, but anything after Jesus, we don't get confused, but we're not Catholic, that's kind of, or like I feel like a Catholic priest or even Eastern Orthodox priest probably, that they might get more into the fathers, the early church. Well, we get into, I'd say, Restorationists, even Baptists, Protestants in general. They'll get into the New Testament, the early church there, in context of the Old Testament, which is plenty of material. But I'd say the strength, we get a little bit, we probably have some blurriness compared to the emphasis and just studies done by other faith traditions. And so it's really refreshing hearing okay, the book of Romans is probably one of Paul's later writings. So it makes you think about the whole gospel to the Gentiles and how that came about, and just kind of putting that in perspective.